Each new attack in Europe, debates are reignited on radicalization, police powers, and government responses. For more, let's speak to Roberta Bonazzi, President of the European Foundation for Democracy. Ms. Bonazzi, thank you for joining us here on France 24. What steps are governments taking towards combating radicalization?
For the past several years now, but certainly since the Paris attacks in 2015, governments both at national and European level have stepped up their efforts. The reality is that we're facing a very complex, very difficult and sensitive to grasp phenomenon. Now, what happened in Barcelona does not come as a surprise. The signs have been there for a long time. Experts have been reporting on the large pockets of Salafist radicalization in particular, in Spain in general and in and around Barcelona. Just 5-6 years ago, we did a research study on the situation of Salafist communities in Catalonia, and there were very strong. We published a report highlighting very strong influence that Salafist communities were having, so much that they were creating very close communities in which they were ruling. What is important to highlight is that law enforcement, the Mossos de Squadra, have been doing an incredible work in terms of being very close to the ground, very close to the communities. So probably this is what has, to a large extent, allowed the Mossos de Squadra to be able to respond so quickly to the attack of yesterday.
But at the same time, we're seeing a common trend here in Europe, aren't we? These soft targets, places that are difficult to protect, whether it's a bridge, whether it's a park, whether it's even on the Capitol in Westminster in London. Police, there simply aren't enough police to be everywhere. So should intelligence agencies or police see their powers increased, or are we stepping into civil liberties that are being violated?
Well, the efforts have been increased and are being increased significantly and every day. There's two aspects. When we look at or we think at the numbers of people that are considered as having already radicalized or returning or about to return from war theaters like Syria and Iraq, it's very easy to get a sense that it's going to be impossible for intelligence, law enforcement, security, governments to monitor closely something like between 15 and 20,000 such individuals. The numbers are just astronomical. The phenomenon is unprecedented. The focus and clearly the target of these efforts are going to be soft targets because they are the easiest. Like the shift, or there's clearly been a shift in ISIS tactics for the past 2 years. Certainly after the call for action from al-Adnani, former ISIS spokesperson, who called on any individual to attack and take action with any tools ISIS supporters had at hand, from cards to knives or any other tools. So clearly, when we talk about terrorism, we talk about soft targets because they're the easiest.
All right, thank you, Ms. Bonazzi, Roberta Bonazzi.
And let me add.
Well, I think we have to go now, but thank you, Ms. Bonazzi, Roberta Bonazzi, President of the European Foundation for Democracy.